Hey y'all, sprinkle, sprinkle. Oops, we are live. Welcome to the channel. While I get my makeup on and possibly curl this hair. Welcome. How are y'all doing this afternoon? I slept late today and I dilly and dallied around the house. So this is why I'm getting started at this time. Hey y'all. So y'all been chilling, dillying and dallying around the house. Okay. What are y'all doing? I'm getting ready to put on my Beauty by Joss on sunscreen. What are y'all doing? You be sleeping in too? It's summertime. Summer's almost, well, the school year is about to start back up. So I'm trying to get as much being able to sleep in late as possible. Y'all know how it is when you have kids, teenagers. Okay. Good afternoon. Okay, so action speaks louder than words. That's what we're talking about today. So if y'all are one of those ladies that are still falling for the okie doke and believing words over actions, this video is for you. Okay. If you're one of those people that are easily convinced, easily talked to, and who trust blindly and believe what people say, this video is for you. Okay. When you encounter a person that promises you the world or promises you things that you ask for or mention, they expect you to treat them as if you're already getting it or already have received it. That's why they lie to you. So we cannot treat people a certain way until we have exactly what we want in our hand. So if a man expects you to be nice to him because he says he's going to pay your bills, say, okay, wonderful. Pull up the bills on your phone and have them pay right then and there. Otherwise, you can't treat them as like they've done anything, because that's not an action. That's just a word, a group of words that could be a lie, you know? So all you have to do is say, well, you know what? That's so sweet. Here's my information on the bills. Go ahead and just put your stuff in there and go ahead and pay them. Then they'll act like they didn't know this was coming. Like, oh, well, I gotta wait. Oh, well, if you don't have it, you don't have it. That's why, it's better just to, be honest. So if a man doesn't have money to give you right away or pay your bills and they say that they are, pull that phone out and bring up them bills. Okay. Because their words are going to change real quick to reflect the actions that they actually plan on, So ladies, y'all be treating these guys like kings and they don't have a dime in their bank account, but promising you they're going to pay all your bills. And y'all be treating them like they're the best thing ever, going out, being seen in public with them, holding their hand, and they don't plan on doing a thing for you. So y'all need to start busting out them bills right on them phones, because actions speak louder than words. And that most people believe. So if you could say, well, I like a man that takes action, and bust out the phone. You said, thanks for always keeping it real. Thank you, Ashawn Tree, Sprinkle, Sprinkle. Thank you, ma'am. Yeah, bust out the phone with all your bills so they can go ahead and pay for it. All right, because a lot of y'all ask me, and y'all waste your time asking me, what do I do if he promised me things and never deliver? Slap yourself because you was dumb enough to believe it and treat him nice. You don't deal with them until they deal with them bills or whatever it is you need them to take care of financially. You don't deal with them until they take care of those things financially, because that's the ticket into your life. That is the ticket into you dealing with them. That's the ticket. Okay. You ever try to get into a movie theater and they like, you ain't got no ticket, you can't get in? Exact same thing. Can we ask how much they make a year? No, but you can ask what they do and go use Google and look it up. The average salary of whatever they do for a living. Okay, so it's in poor taste to ask someone how much you make a year. Just go be smart and look it up on Google in the bathroom while you're on the date. Like, excuse me, or when they're on the phone texting you, just say, well, what do you do? And how long you been doing it? Then look it up. Average salary of a blah, 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 who's been working for this long. There you go. That's what you got. If he has other streams of income, they may have more than that says. But y'all got to use y'all's brains now. Okay? Because if you're asking about how much a man makes a year, that's kind of, even though it's good to know, it's just tacky to ask. Okay? Sprinkle, sprinkle. It's tacky to ask, but it's good to know. I know that for it. Anyway. What if you say you don't respect him? It's like, I respect actions. A man of actions. Men's word means nothing anymore. So I respect actions. That's what you tell him. And well, he can't argue that. See, I respect action, and respect earns respect. You can't just respect people automatically for no reason. They got to earn that. Why would I respect somebody I don't even know? I don't know what to respect. I respect you as an individual person, but if you want something more than that, you got to earn that. You know what I'm saying? Sprinkle, sprinkle. All right. So when people tell you that they're going to do something, these are the words that you must say in order to get them to understand that you are a person that only believes actions. Say, okay, I'm going to hold you to it, and give them direct eye contact. Like as soon as they say something, because they get scared, like you'll know if they're going to do it or not by their body language. As soon as if you're in person, this is why I say deal with people in person. If they promise you something, you can even do this over FaceTime. They promise you something, look them straight in the eye and be like, okay, I'm going to hold you to that. Then tilt your head, which means I'm finna bring this back up. You better be held responsible for the words that are coming out your mouth. And everything from here on out that you say, I'm holding you to it. Okay? And then you continue to say, you know, they can judge a man by his character, by how he keeps his word, right? That means you're clocking him because you know he may or may not be telling the truth about future promises. So you always have to throw a little bit of that in there, a little bit of power of suggestion, a little bit of doubt, so he can continuously prove himself and not think he just told you what you wanted to hear to get you to shut up and start treating him like someone that he is not. Okay? They want you to treat them like a provider, but haven't provided a thing. So you let them know. You give them the exact same treatment until you got what you want. Don't even change it up. Okay. Hello, Shira. How are you? Can you please give some ideas to your boyfriend to solve besides what? Aunt, pet, please? What? I'm not claiming nobody unless they're paying all bills, baby. Are they paying bills? Don't claim that man if he's not paying all your bills. Don't claim him as your boyfriend if he's not a provider. Okay. So first of all, take that title away from him. First and foremost, you are single. That is just someone that you might be seeing more often than you should be if they're not paying all them bills. So first of all, he ain't your boyfriend. He is your associate that would like to roll around on the mattress with you. Okay. Until he starts paying bills, take away his title, bam. The best thing you can do is treat him as if he has to earn you. Okay? Come up with new ideas by being creative. Okay? The best thing you can do is just say, you know what? I just need something new. I just want to go on vacation. If your boyfriend likes you and you're claiming him, he's going to do it for you. You don't have to come up with excuses and lies. Okay? Find someone that likes you times 10 and you won't have to do that. And don't claim that man as your boyfriend. All right. Because he ain't claiming you on he ain't claiming your bills. You're having a hard time improving yourself. Well, if you keep speaking words of negativity upon yourself, you're going to have an even harder time. Just get up and do the work. That's it. Just get up and do the work. I get up every day and do what I do every day. I don't even have to, but I do. That's the whole point. Some of y'all don't realize I don't even have to get up and do what I do. I do it because I want to. You gotta want it. That makes a whole bunch of difference. You got to want it. If you don't want it, then you got to figure out why you don't want it and solve that issue. Why would a rich man call after 3 years? We used to meet 3 years ago and we didn't have full S. He called me again after 3 years. I don't know, but you need to be getting some money. You need to be telling him, I'm so glad you called. I was just trying to figure out a way to do A, B, C, and D financially. And, I was manifesting and praying, and here you come. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Always get money out of it. It don't even matter why they coming back. You know why they coming back. Get the money. All right. Can you tell a guy has money? They look broke to me. If they're spending money on you, they like you and they got it. Okay? Sprinkle, sprinkle. And if they're on the rich side of town, most likely they got it. That's why I tell y'all to get over there instead of trying to guess and figure out who got money and who don't. Go to the rich side of town, and most of them people over there, they got more than the people on the broke side of town. Okay? It's just common sense. Get it. Get on the rich side of town, man. Okay? Okay, on the rich side of town, you could find somebody in jeans and a t-shirt, or some jogging pants, and a baseball cap on, sitting out there with a nice car, dillying and dallying, getting ready to go play golf or whatever. They rich over there. Stay on the rich side of town when you're freestyle. Okay? Stop meeting people online. All right, wonderful. Thank you so much for reprogramming us and letting us know. Thank you, Sarah. Sprinkle, sprinkle. So anyway, yeah, don't treat these guys like they've done anything for you if they haven't done anything for you. Okay? Men think they're slick because y'all are so gullible. The less gullible you are as a woman, the more they're going to realize they just got to do what they say they're going to do or leave you alone. Not even approach. I've seen so many reels and TikToks online with these dusties trying to approach these women, and the women are like, what do you want? Like, they try to give them compliments, talking about, oh, you're so pretty. And she's like, and? Like, where's the money? We know we look good. We know what you want. You know what we want. Why are you acting up? We don't want you. We want your money. Okay? You got to prove yourself to us after you give us some money. So we'll deal with you. That's literally it. People don't like that, but that's just the truth nowadays. Nobody wants to deal with somebody's dusty broke son or somebody trying to lie to them in their face unless it's beneficial for them. Okay, that's the day and age we're in. Accept it or change your ways. Period. Right? Accept it or change your ways. Don't be mad that women are smarter and not finna waste their time with some broke dust. Compliments aren't special anymore unless the woman has very low self-esteem. And if she looked that good, what makes you think she got low self-esteem? Some men are just not putting 1 and 2 together. Just bring the money. Go focus on money. They say men who are more focused on career and money, who don't marry until after the age of 35, are less likely to divorce and more likely to have, I'm using the wrong brush, more likely to have financial stability to provide for a family 100%. Okay? So, men, if you're under 35, you need to be trying to focus on getting some money because that's what women really want. Okay? You're just the one that brings it to her. So she'll deal with you. Ooh, I know. What about love? What about love? If you love yourself, you ain't going to be walking around trying to approach women with lint in your pocket, okay, to get rejected if you love yourself. You went on a first date with an investor and you met at work. He ghosted you. So saw him leave with 2 different women at my job. Okay, why y'all dating men at your job? I said, if he ain't the owner or the boss, why are you dating him? Okay. Wonderful. Don't, you know the saying, don't poop where you work. Don't poop where you eat. That's what you did. Don't bother with men at work. I mean, if that's not your work husband and he's not buying you free lunch every day, then who cares what he's doing? Stop hooking up with men at work. Hook up with the boss or the owner. Okay, that's where the real money is. Been with a 61-year-old bachelor for 1 year. Okay, no S. You use whole tactics on him, bought and paid car note. He helps with money. He's been bringing up marriage. I'm 25, trying to get him to retire me from work after. Girl, 61 years old and 25. You should have been retired from work. You haven't done nothing with him yet. Wonderful. And tell him that's what it's going to take for you to be exclusive and be with him. But you're going to be retired with 6 months worth of salary up in your bank account, your car note paid off, etc., etc. All right. If he wants you that bad, he'll do it. Okay. Sprinkle. Let me see. Did I miss one? Hold on. How do I answer when people ask if I would help my man if my husband needed me to cover the bills for a month while he invests in his income? It's done. It's like, you know what? My husband would already have a savings if he planned on investing and saving his money for 1 month. He would already have that in advance because he's smart and not politically, and financially intelligent. So a dumb man is going to ask you to cover his expenses for 1 month so he can invest. A smart man will already have it saved up so he has the money to wait 1 month while he invests the other thing. Okay, so he don't need you still if he's smart. They're trying to tell you your husband's dumb. Thank you, Caitlin. Sprinkle. They're trying to test if your husband really got money or whoever that is. Man, he's supposed to already have that taken care of. He's not supposed to look to you. I gotta put my weed down. He's not supposed to look to you for help if he knows what he's doing financially. All right, that's just the dumbest question ever. That's how you know that person asking you that is broke. Okay, you asked for money for hair and he said no. Now he asking for S. We met 2 weeks ago and I went on dates twice only. Well, you're dumb, man. I'm sorry for you. Don't ask for hair and nail money. Ask for tire money. Ask for bill money. Ask for big money. All right. Don't be asking for no hair money. I wouldn't give it to you either. Go hard or go home. All right. If you're dealing with a man that you already went out on dates with, talked to for 2 weeks, and you ain't asked for money yet or asked for anything, that's why. Because he already impressed you. You're supposed to be asking on day 1, day 2 of talking on the phone. You are supposed to be dropping hints and clues of stuff that you want and need, not going out with him 2 times and knowing him for 2 weeks. The game is over. He's already impressed you enough. He ain't got to do a thing. You've already stroked his ego, man, by going out with him, by talking to him for 2 whole weeks without even asking or hinting around for that. That should have been day 1, day 2, because men try to impress you. And if they don't have anything to impress you with, except some bad jokes, then there you go. That's all you're going to get out of it. Okay? Do better. Do better. Don't tell them what the stuff is for. Lie so it looks like they're saving you from something, and then go use the money for whatever it's for. Okay? Because if you don't get them all in your business, they're going to start to think they control something. The less they know, the better. Y'all be telling them too much. The less they know, the better. When you first meet somebody, especially and you start talking to them online or on the phone or through text, you need to be insinuating that you already need them to move financial obstacles out of your way in order to even get to the first date, in order to even get for you to laugh at their dumb jokes so that they can impress you. Okay? You need to be sending links and ways to pay and all of that. Don't listen to their words, only to respond to actions. You're busy, you can't text until this bill has been taken care of. You're busy, you can't text until you get your new tires. You're busy, you can't text until whatever it is you need from them has been done. Okay? You can't do it. You can't waste no time on them. If they want your attention, they know how to get it. Okay? You're not losing out if they're not giving anyway. You're wasting time. Think about it like that. He's one of the main investors at your job, not a coworker. I want him to ask me out again, but he's only texting casually now. I don't know what to do. Okay. He's one of those guys that don't want to continue whatever it is with you. You know, just take it like a woman. On to the next, man. Don't ask me how to get a man. If they don't like you, they don't like you, man. If they're not chasing, they're not interested. And if they want you to chase, you're gonna be the pick me shit in the relationship anyway. So play cool. They'll circle back around when you ain't chasing them like a pick me shit. Promise you. Just leave them alone. Act like you know your value. Okay? Act like you know your value. Don't act like his value is more than yours. Act like you know your value. He'll come back around. Then charge him that re-entry fee and continue on. What to ask for before moving out the country with a man? $1 million. Sprinkle, sprinkle. All right. What you think of colored contacts, don't tell them. They probably know they're fake. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Especially if the color is not natural or if the color is obviously fake. They'll probably ask and figure it out anyway. You don't have to tell them nothing. They'll probably already know it's fake, man. All right. If they don't know, then don't tell them. That's my thing. They don't know, don't tell them. They'll figure it out when they have to pay for them in the future. Okay, they'll figure it out when you ask them for some contact lens money in the future. Talk about you can't see. Okay. If you're moving out of the country with a grown, able-bodied man, make sure you got a grown, able-bodied bank account that you can leave and go back home at any given time. Okay. So, yeah, if you're moving out of the country with the man, make sure he give you a bunch of money so you can move back at any time. You get sick and tired of him. Wonderful. However much you need to get out, that's what, and live comfortably back at home. That's how much you need. Okay. I'm not following no man nowhere unless my bank account look real good by him. So you need to compensate me before I even trust to go anywhere with you. That means if I need to get out and leave and go somewhere else, I can without having to deal with him. Make sure you have that type of money if you leave out of the country with any person. See, how do you get out of this texting stage? By not texting. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Whenever he texts you, I'm out. I'm getting drinks. I'm out to dinner. Tell him where you're at so he can want to join you, so he can ask you out on a date. Okay. If you keep texting back and forth, y'all are emotional support, digital emotional support, online animals. Okay. Tell him every time he texts back, don't keep texting him. Say, I'm out. I'm doing this. I'm doing that. Then he'll be like, well, I want to go too. Do you want to go out with me? All right. You overreacted 4 times. You're going through a tough time. He stayed calm. Yesterday, I broke up in anger. He was done. Now we don't talk. Is it fixable? Ma'am, learn how to control them emotions. If it ain't about money and if it don't make sense financially in your pocket, stop reacting to it. All right. Y'all have to get a hold of y'all's emotions. Men don't care about none of that kind of stuff. Only y'all do. And men know how to trigger you emotionally. They know how to control you emotionally. Y'all are literally just being controlled by these men. Y'all don't know what to do. Get money. That's what you do. Okay. If whatever action you're going to do does not lead to more money, stop doing it. All right. They don't care about your feelings. They don't care about you. All they want to do is roll around the mattress with you. If you're not getting enough money out of them, on to the next. All right. Y'all be arguing and getting triggered by these men emotionally, and they could care less. I'm trying to tell y'all. They don't care about your feelings. They only know how to trigger them to get you to leave them alone because you're probably emotionally unbearable. Because you're all over the place emotionally, you don't even know how to control them. So I don't blame them. But what I can tell you is if you let a man control you emotionally, you're done. Okay. Stop and think. Is this action that I'm getting ready to take going to take away money or not? Okay. Is this action I'm getting ready to take stupid and dumb and I'm going to regret it? Probably yes. Am I going to look dumb and stupid for caring about this person more than they care about me in the long run? Yes, you are. So stop. Use your emotions like money and stop spending them on people that's not giving you more. All right? Because y'all be giving away emotions like it's water, like it's air. Emotions are money. They don't get nothing out of you unless they're paying. All right? And you don't care enough about them to even worry about none of that stuff. They don't care about your feelings. Just care about your bank account and you'll get a lot further in this world. If you're dealing with a man that makes you that upset and triggered, then you only need to be dealing with his wallet anyway. Think about it. If a man is making you that mad, stop dealing with him and just deal with his wallet. Period. Y'all be doing too much. Like, you know what? This person doesn't care about me. They try to trigger me emotionally and all this kind of stuff. Let me just deal with his wallet. That's all you need to do. Because y'all care too much and they don't care enough. And this is what happens. Any recommendations on upgrading style on a budget? Yes. Go to thrift stores, shop discounts. Y'all know what to do. This is easy. Okay. If you have good style, all you need to do, get you a Pinterest account. Learn how to style the clothes you already have. Go shop your own closet or buy thrift or, discount retail. That's all. That's how you can do it. Or you can borrow clothes from your cousin, sister, mom, whoever, auntie. I don't know. 56-year-old possible wants to be friends before money. Okay, well, money comes first, baby. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Haven't you learned anything on this channel? If you're dealing with a 56-year-old, he know what it's about. It's about the money. Okay. You need to tell him, you know what? I have enough friends. What I need is someone that's going to be there for me when I need them in every way. That means financially. Okay? That's what you say. I have enough friends, sir. You exited your company and now you have real money, millions. What should I look for now? What should you look for now? Some land and some property, ma'am? Some stocks, some investments. Maybe start some businesses or companies or buy some. I don't know. Whatever it is you want to do, you free. Wonderful. Congratulations. Say, that's right. All right. Do what you want, man. Buy you an island. Buy millions or billions. You need to go find a billionaire and maybe he can buy you an island. All right. So, actions speak louder than words. Yeah, we're not believing words no more, ladies, only actions. So, if they can't put their money where their mouth is, then we're not dealing with them. So many of y'all ask the same question because y'all don't understand. Words mean nothing. Actions speak louder than words, okay? Men these days are not men of their words, but y'all keep thinking they are for some reason. Okay, men will stand up and take vows in front of a priest at a church and be cheating on you the same night that you're getting married. So, if you believe what comes out of their mouth, that's on you, man. You know better. You got all the evidence and proof in the world. Action speaks louder than words. Get what you want and stop treating them like you already got it when you ain't got it. Get it first. Treat them like a peasant until they deliver whatever it is that you're trying to get, whatever it is they promised. All right. And they like it because it motivates them. Promise you. If you ain't about money now, I can't hear what they say. Exactly. Sprinkle, sprinkle. They like when you motivate them financially because that means more for them. More for them, baby. They're going to figure it out and they're going to have more for you and for them. Because you are the motivation behind them working hard to give you what you want if they really want you. That's why they got to like you way more. Because that's the motivation right there. That's the motivation. The motivation is that they like you more and they want to impress you and they want you. If there's no motivation behind what they want, they're going to lie to your face because they think you're stupid and dumb. And they're going to ghost you right after because you're not really what they want. You're not motivational enough for them to do whatever you want them to do because you're probably one of the people they scrolled past on an online dating app and you're just a number to them. So that's why I tell y'all stop meeting men online. Make sure you know your value first. So when they come up to you with crumbs and breadcrumbs and dust, you laugh at their face and you tell them, no, thank you. You want to impress me? Here's some things you can do. Give them a list. Bills, shopping, whatever. What do you say when he says he misses you? Ask him if he misses your bills. Sprinkle, sprinkle. You can't. How can you reverse it? We don't reverse stuff. If they don't like us more, we don't deal with them, baby. All right. We're not going back. You ever heard of the saying, a dog going back to eat his own throw up? That's you right now. You're trying to go backwards. If a man ain't chasing you and wants you more, you don't need him. All right, sprinkle, sprinkle. We're not going backwards. Women don't chase men. Only pig bitches do that mess. Are you a pig bitch? Then you don't need to be worried about how to get him back and how to fix it. He need to be worried about how to fix it and why you're not dealing with him. You know, he don't like you enough, man. I told y'all, stop dealing with these men that don't like y'all. You keep dealing with men that don't like you, you always gonna have a question how to get them back. They don't like you. They ain't coming back unless they're circling the block trying to get something for free. All right. That's why I say charge a re-entry fee if they do try to come back. Get some money out of them. See if they really like you. Men that like you will spend money to impress you. Men that don't like you will try to get everything you got for free. Your time, your energy, your body, your trust, all of it. So if they're not paying what, they're not staying. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Okay. If you want to give your stuff away for free, your time, your energy, your body, go right ahead. It looks stupid. Have fun. How can you always be confident and get the attention? First of all, if you are confident, you don't need attention. That's number one. If you're confident, you don't need attention. You don't need validation either. When you're confident, you exude a whole different energy that attracts. You don't need attention. You attract it naturally because you are confident. So just get confident first and the rest will fall in place. Okay. My kids got me watching these shows, like those dating shows when they take you to an island or one of the mansions and they throw a bunch of singles or couples in there. Just all of them. I don't even know which ones I'm watching. I'm just watching a bunch of them. So every time a new woman is introduced into the house, most of the time the man will risk it all with the woman he's already with to go see what the other one is doing or to roll around the mattress with her or whatever. Right? They're showing you the nature of men in those TV shows if you just pay close attention. They don't value you. They value what's new and exciting and it's unattainable. That's why you need to stay making them impress you. Stay keeping your options open so they fear losing you. Men fear two things: losing and missed opportunities. So work with that knowledge. If they know they can have you, if they know you're going to answer the phone calls or the text every single time, if they know how to impress you without investing or doing too much, you're easy. That's easy. They want something that they cannot have, hard to impress, and something that they fear not being able to experience. If that's not you, that's what you're doing wrong. If you don't have options, that's what you're doing wrong. So y'all need to learn, like, stop being so desperate, stop being such a pig vicious out there, and stop believing what men say and only believe what they do. And you could be upfront about it. You could say, you know what? I'm a woman that believes in action, not words. So if you're going to sit here and love bomb me, don't even worry about it. I only believe actions. You can tell them that straight up. They're probably not going to call you back because they probably plan to lie to you a bunch of times, but it'll save you some time and energy. They might just say, well, I agree. And they might just start showing action. All right. Whatever their intention is, you're gonna know it faster if you are smart. You're gonna know their intentions faster if you only tell them that you only deal with men of action. Okay. Okay. And you know, men don't want to look stupid on a date when they promise you a bunch of crap. Pull out that phone with them, with all them bills due, and have him pay right then and there. He talking as soon as he pull out his credit card to pay for the meal, pull out your phone. Well, since you said you were going to pay my bills, well, this bill reminded me of the bills I got waiting on you. Here you go. You could pay them at the same time. They don't need to be promising stuff that they can't deliver. Okay. So, some men just want to experience what it feels to be looked at like a provider, and knowing they ain't never going to provide. So that's why you need to only treat men who provide like providers, not people that promise to provide, not people that say they're going to do something. So people that have already done something already. That's not the same thing. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Y'all be doing too much too soon. And these men know it, and they know you're desperate, so they use what they know against you. You're an open book, and you tell them all the things that you're looking for in a man. They're going to automatically become it just to get what they want from you. Ain't paid no bill. Ain't giving you no money. Looking at you crazy when you start to ask 2 weeks later like an idiot. They've already got what they want out of you. A stroked ego. They've already impressed you enough. You've already treated them like a provider, and they haven't provided a thing. That's y'all's fault. Y'all got to do better. Please do better. Be better. All right. Men are so upset that women are actually waking up to this information. They're literally mad and calling you all sorts of names because they can't have their way anymore with you. So remember that. It's working if you apply the knowledge. Do you know how many dusties are mad now that they got to actually go find some money instead of just lie to your face and love bomb you and to get free shelter? Or do you know how many dusties are mad they actually got to go out and find employment now? They're mad. Pick me, she ain't doing it no more. They're so mad, they're even talking about ugly women got the nerve to ask for men to pay their bills. Well, okay, well, didn't you approach that ugly woman? Excuse me. Didn't you approach her? And she still, she still rejected you because you was broke? Okay, well, then you can't even pull an ugly one no more, sir. That means you really need some money. Okay? That's what you do. It's a reality check and a wake-up call to these dusties out here that even they can't even pull an ugly woman no more. These ugly women out here still want their hair and nails done. These ugly women out here still want a bill paid. These ugly women out here still want something out of a broke man. They don't even want a broke man, actually. They just want you to have financial stability. So, these dusties are mad now because even the women that they thought they could get easily aren't dealing with them no more. Now what are they going to do? Now what they going to do? They got to... You said they're mad because ugly is leveling up. Exactly. Ugly taking care of herself now. She might not be ugly for too much longer. Her self-esteem is getting up there. She's treating herself like she loves herself. Sooner or later, she's not going to be ugly no more. So, I don't know. Besties are mad about that. He said, y'all will end up single. I'm sure many women would rather be single than with a dusty and paying somebody's dusty son's bills. Or going 50-50 with a grown able-bodied man clocked in 9 months pregnant with a dusty at home she got to make excuses for instead of brag about. I'm sure a woman would rather say, I'm single, than, I got this dusty bum on my couch at home and got me clocked in 9 months pregnant, still, begging me for 50% of the bills, and he ain't doing nothing with his life but begging me for half the bill. I mean, I'm sure many women would rather say, I'm single, and have several dates, several shopping sprees, several vacations, versus I'm with some dusty bum that I don't even want to talk about because it's embarrassing. I'm pretty sure most women would rather say I'm single than say they with you. Sprinkle, sprinkle. How many of y'all agree? All right. If your own mama can't brag on you, son, don't nobody want you. Wonderful. Men are always trying to say, oh, you're going to end up single like we want y'all. What we going to do with some dust? Lie and say we single still? Okay. Most of the women that are with y'all still lying and saying they single because they literally are. Yeah. If you would have broke Dusty, it don't even count. Don't claim that. You had an experience with a guy this past weekend talking out of his A, promoting me the world, or promising you the world, gifted me expensive watch, put it on, and he said, what did he say, girl? What did he say? Girl, it's y'all too independent, too strong, dependent on a man. We're not talking about your mom over here, sir. If we're going to be in the presence of a grown, able-bodied man, that's what he's supposed to be, not us. All right. If you are not independently financially strong, get away. And we ain't talking about no 5 figures or no low 6 figures. Go back to the drawing board. Go back to the drawing board. Go figure it out. Go get you a trade. Go get you a degree. Apply for some other jobs. I don't know. Do better. It ain't cut it no more just for you to be a man. You gotta have some financial manhood. All right, sprinkle. These men say you're too independent. Well, you ain't. If I'm too dependent, that means you are not. That means you are a dependent somewhere. It's your mama's house or something. Go get some money, and all your problems will be solved. I promise you. Men will do anything but go get money. The Dusties will do anything but go get some money. You want to marry your provider, vice versa, but he still said, what? But he said his fortune teller said he can't marry until 230. Should we get married anyways? I'm superstitious. Ma'am, this is the funniest questions I've had today. If you believe that mess, and also if y'all are doing what fortune tellers are telling y'all to do, then I don't know what to tell you, ma'am. I would say, okay, well, I'll see you in 2030. I'm going to go date around. Sprinkle. That means he don't want to marry you. I was like, okay, well, we can link back up in 2030. Bye. And anyway, if that dude is 20-something-year-old, I ain't trying to marry nobody in his 20s or their early 30s. You should marry some money. Does he got money? Okay. Thank you, sprinkle. So, yeah. So tell him you don't want to live life listening to a fortune teller unless you got some news about some money you collect. Sprinkle. But, okay. So if you don't marry till 230, go date until 230 because you're single. Sprinkle. Boyfriend took space, tried to find a better, failed, came back begging. I charged re-entry fee, $5K. He paid. How to trust? He won't. Straight again. I want marriage. Next time, charge him $10K. Sprinkle. Every time he leave and come back, charge him way more. If you want marriage, he gotta want you. You can't want him. Sprinkle. You have to be the one that he chases now. If you want him to get down on one knee, you got to treat him like trash now. Okay. Men always want what they can't have and what they can't impress. That's their job. Treat them like trash. They already invested in you. You've already gotten their re-entry fee. They can't find better. They already know you the best. So treat them like the dog that they are and keep collecting money and walking. Sprinkle. Men like that. Treat them bad. Keep getting his money. What would you advise a single mom, 23, with a baby, 9 months? Raise your child, ma'am. Don't worry about these men out here. Sprinkle. And when your child gets old enough to go to school, then you can start dating again with peace of mind that your child is safe. And don't tell men that you have a child because they're not dating your child. They're dating you. If it gets serious to the point where you might want to, marry and this guy wants to propose to you, then you tell him after he's already fallen for you, fallen in love with you, All right. You can work on yourself during this time. Think about this. By the time your kid gets to preschool or nursery school, you're going to be so leveled up. You're going to be able to get a man that has a lot of money and be able to do whatever you need him to do. So use this time to level yourself up to the highest. You can have friends maybe that you talk to on the phone. You can have friends that maybe you go to lunch with every once in a while. So throw them in your back pocket, but you don't really seriously date until the kids are old because you know what? Old enough to be in school. Because you won't have time anyway. You're going to be sacrificing too much and not even getting enough just to see who's doing what, you know. Get money first. Level yourself up. Mhm. If you're not collecting child support from that child's father, hopefully you are. That's how you can use get your money up, save money, do what you got to do. But don't go backwards. Work on getting more money out of them. There you go. Get that child support payment as high as you can get it. Wonderful. Yep. You said if y'all women be single, then leave men and provide for yourself. Why? There's plenty of old men out there willing to provide for young women. Just because you can't do it yet, don't mean you got to be mad at us. We got standards. Go talk to Pygmisha, sir. She'll house you and feed you for free, but then she'll tell you what to do and get mad at you when you don't do it. All right. Just know this: there are women that will deal with broke men. Okay, we're not them. Go find them. Not all women think like us. You got women out there that will do whatever you need them to do for you. You got women out there that will go 50-50, pay your bills, pay her bills. They're out there. They're just not over here. You're in the wrong place. You need to go find the video with the woman with a dirty t-shirt on, a messy background, and a bonnet on her head with no makeup on, talking about how she ain't no good men left. Okay? That's who you want. That's who will do all the stuff. That's who will go 50-50 with you. That's who will cook you dinner, lunch, breakfast, pack you a meal to take to work if you got a job. That's who's going to let you get her car keys. That's who's going to do all the things you looking for us to do. You got the wrong ones. You know where they at. The ones you don't want. All right. So there are women out there that will do all those things and more. Go find them. They looking for y'all. They probably looking for y'all. Them the ones that holler first. Them the ones that sneak up in your DMs first. Them the ones that call you sexy, handsome, cute. Them the ones that be looking at you like a piece of meat. Damn, go find them. I don't know why you over here when there's plenty of women that want you. I don't know why they banned over here. You're just not wanted over here. Okay. I don't know why you mad. Y'all know where to go find them type of women at. Go find them. I see them all over TikTok. I see them all over TikTok. They be in a dirty kitchen with roaches, cooking a meal in a little kitchen that look like it make you want to throw up, but they'll give it to you on a plate, a paper plate with a plastic fork and some hot Cheetos sprinkled over it. Go find them. All right. I promise you, they out there. I seen them. I see them every day. All right. I see them every day. I see them every day. They're out there for you, Dwayne. Just go click and get in them DM. They got something for you. Mm-hmm. All right. Now that we got that problem solved. You said what? I'm sure you can split the bill with one of them. They'll be happy to do it. All right, wonderful. think men are just silly because they don't realize that there's women out there that actually will take them broke and busted. Just like there are rich men out here that will take a woman and pay all her bills. There's women out there that would take you broke and busted. I mean, why are we sitting over here arguing? Ain't nothing to argue about. It is what it is. Go find what's for you and have a good day. Ain't that right, y'all? Go find what's for you and have a good day. Ain't nobody stopping you. Pick Bisha over there waiting for you to respond to her 20 DMs. Mm-hmm. Men be mad talking about women don't cook no more. Women don't do this. You got a nice Misha sitting at home with your plate on the table waiting for you, but you in the bar trying to holler at women out your league. Make it make sense. You got to Misha in your comments, in your DMs, talking about question mark, question mark, question mark. And you over here. What you doing? You wasting time. Go find the ones that want you. Sprinkle, sprinkle. You see how embarrassing that sounds? You see why these men don't want them Mishas? I understand it. They want somebody to motivate them up to go get some more money. They need somebody like me to talk to them this way and embarrass the mess out of them because they know Misha sitting up in there, their baby mama sitting up there in them DMs unanswered, knowing they can go roll around on a mattress with whoever, looking like who did it and why, but they don't want it. The reason why they don't want it is because they think they can do better. You can't do better unless you do better financially, sir. So go get some money. I'm here to tell you. You can't skip that part. Sprinkle, sprinkle. You can't skip that part. You got to go get your money. You can't skip that part. That part is unskippable. Okay. Thank you. Mm-hmm. Wonderful. You and whoever says taking somebody's husband, you can't take somebody's husband. The man took vows. The man is the one that probably approached the woman. So how can a woman take away a husband? Is she gonna kidnap him and say, file for divorce with a gun pointed to his head? No, ma'am. No, sir. A man is out there already looking. Man can't be stolen. Okay. I know y'all think of women as property. And so in a relationship, you think of people as property. But you can't steal another person. They got to want to be gone. Okay. Sprinkle, sprinkle. They got to take time out of their busy life, their busy schedule to lie, make time, cover up tracks. I mean, if you put in that much effort into having a side piece, think about, is that man really being stolen? Does it make sense? Man ain't being stolen. Okay. Ain't no man being stolen that's making plans in advance, covering tracks, buying 2 phones, sneaking around, lying. That's not being stolen. That's being strategic to get what he wants. So as long as y'all fix y'all's mouth to lie, we ain't believing nothing that's coming out of y'all's mouth. We know the truth. I've been around too long to know you can't steal a man. I've told stories about when I was younger, like in my early 20s, you would have married men out in the bar hitting on other women, talking about they got to go home to their nagging wife. and eat their nasty food. Okay. So I've seen it. All right. Exactly. Sprinkle, sprinkle. How do you get your dad to spend money on you? Ask him. It's your daddy. Or ask him, go get a sugar daddy, girl. I don't know. How old if you of legal age, if that one won't, another one will. Just ask. Tell him your birthday coming up. Tell him he owe you. Make him feel guilty. I don't know. Same way. You thought you're worth more than his watch. What I thought I'm worth more than this watch. He said he trusted me, blah, 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 and knew I'd be his wife from the first time he saw me. I never met such a talker. Okay. Well, wonderful. I'm glad you got a watch out of it. So far, so good. Now get more. Get bills paid. Get something in your name that's more expensive. All right. Keep going, ma'am. Thank you, SR. Sprinkle. Keep going. Action only. Keep adding up all the gifts and the money. That's what you believe in. The numbers. Okay. Believe in them numbers that keep adding up in your bank account or how much your gifts are worth. Whatever he's talking about, wonderful. As long as the number and the value keeps going up and what he's giving you. That's what you believe, them numbers. All right. Wonderful. What do you do with the dude that won't spend but worried about you having somebody else? I don't even know why you're still talking to him. I'm not. Stop responding to his calls and messages right away. The only way you're going to get a response, only way he's going to get a response is if he sends you whatever Cash App, Venmo request that's there in the link. Okay, stop talking to these dudes. Y'all be sitting there going back and forth, bargaining, and they ain't got nothing to bargain with. You said he'd leave everything in my name after spending time with him and refusing to put out. He flipped a switch and told me he can't trust me. Okay, well then say, oh, well, I'm sorry. Trust is earned. I don't blame you. You can't trust anybody. I don't trust you either. That's why I don't believe that you say. So let me see the paperwork. Sprinkle, sprinkle. They get the paperwork going. All right. It's like they're just using the projection that you don't trust them. They know you don't trust them. That's why you ain't doing nothing with them. They know that you know that they're lying. So they're trying to flip it on you to make you feel guilty about what they're doing. They're sitting there lying to you, love bombing you, and they want you to react to it, but you're not. That's why they're mad. So just tell them, it's like, I believe in actions. I can't trust words. Just like you can't trust my words, I can't trust your words. So what's going to happen? Action. That's what needs to happen. Put something in my name, put something in my wallet, put something in my pocket. Then maybe the trust will start to be built. But I need action. I don't believe words, sir. You could tell me everything you want to tell me, everything you think I want to hear. But until I see action, there's no trust between us. Like, why would I trust you when you don't even trust me? Let me see some money. Let me see some deeds. Let me see some beneficiaries. I don't know. If he's going to promise you something that bold, he need to be taking action toward it. Hello, Shira. How do you feel about long braid extensions? I don't know. I've never had braids. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Thank you, ma'am. I don't know how to feel about it. I ain't never had them. Have you had them? How do you feel about them? Sprinkle, sprinkle. He's a provider, but not a gentleman or a romantical. Okay, so get his money. That's all you're there for anyway. Romance yourself with his money. Take his money and go romance yourself. Take yourself to a nice restaurant. Buy yourself a nice outfit. Go to tea, high tea or whatever. Go watch Bridgerton. I don't know. Go buy you a nice puffy sleeve dress and frolic through the fields with his money. Men treat you how you treat yourself. Do you romanticize your own life? Well, how does he know how to treat you if you don't treat yourself that way first? Romanticize your own life with his money. Buy yourself whatever you want with his card. Hopefully he give it to you. All right. I don't care about none of that stuff. I can buy that with his money. Okay? Now you start thinking bigger. If you can buy romance, ambiance, wardrobe with his money, use it. When he sees what you're doing with his money, he sees what you like, then in the future, he'll know exactly how to treat you. She likes this, she likes that. Okay, he don't know, and you show him through what you're doing with his money. Okay. You want him to bring you roses? You want him to bring you giant flowers? Have some already with his money. He already bought them for you. You just don't know he bought them for you. Maybe next time he'll put in the effort and actually put in the order. But he's still spending the money. If he might as well get the credit for it, right? Think about this. If you're spending his money and you're buying yourself gifts and roses and he's getting 0 credit, don't you think he's going to eventually want the credit? So he's going to try to do it? Don't you think he's eventually going to want, oh my gosh, you're so thoughtful and thank you so much for this gift or these flowers? He's still spending the money, but he ain't getting the recognition for it. So do it for yourself with his money. And eventually he's going to come around and he's going to start bringing it to you. So he can at least get the recognition for what he's paying for. Okay? You said these Dusties need a role model. I know. Like, what happened? Why don't y'all have role models anymore? They're role models. I don't know. I don't know. Women have a lot of role models. I don't know why men don't. You got me on that one. Ask one. I said, well, Dusties, why don't y'all have a role model? Like, what happened? Uh-huh. Just pick one. Just pick one that's doing better than you. Any man that's doing better than you, just pick one. Any man that women respect, just pick one. That's it. That's all you got to do. Thoughts on reward husband by cater to him for one day? No. Sprinkle, sprinkle. No. Sorry. You know why? Let me tell you why. Because y'all, this is how Pick Me Should starts. If you want to reward your husband by doing something for one day, take his credit card, book him a spa day, and send him on his way. You don't do it for him. You don't pay for it. You don't do that. Because they're going to start expecting it. Okay? They're going to be like, well, why don't you massage my shoulders tonight? That felt good when you did it that one day. Or why don't you do this? Or why don't you do that? And then they're going to start bargaining with you. Well, if you don't do this, I'll do that. They're going to start bargaining with you. They're going to start expecting it. And then they're going to get mad if you don't want to do it. So don't even start it. Okay? Don't even bring up the idea. Sorry. If you do something nice for them every once in a while out of the kindness of your heart, let it be because they did something for you first. And let it be very rare and less than what they've done for you. So they bring you roses and flowers and candies and gifts or whatever. Buy them a pair of socks from the Dollar Tree. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Okay. Buy them a book that says, whatever they're interested in. Don't do too much. Thoughtful gifts that are cheap versus doing too much, putting in too much effort, will make a man disinterested in you so fast, your head will spin. Okay? Stop trying to do too much. Stop trying to be a pick-me-show. If you have so much love to bestow upon a being, go get you a pet. Thank you. I'm telling y'all the truth. Ask any married woman up in there that's been married for a long time. Don't ask no newlywed. Why do y'all keep asking me about a casino? Girl, the drinks are free in a casino. What do you think? I don't live where a casino is, so I don't know. To me, when you walk in a casino, it smells like smoke and cheap drinks. I don't know. That's the ambiance we looking for. Why not go to a yacht club? Why not go to the marina? Why not go to a golf course? Why not go to a driving range? Why not go to a tennis club? Why not go to a gym on the rich side of town? Why do we got to be in a casino, smell like smoke, drinking free alcohol, looking for something? You know what I'm saying? All right. You mean what kind of hairstyles do you think will attract wealthy men? Bombshell hairstyles. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Or it just depends on where you're meeting them and how old they are. Like, men always want the type of women that they lusted for in their prime. Okay. So, given their age and their prime, most men peaked sexually in their 20s and 30s. So, the type of woman that they would have been attracted to at that age is probably the kind of hairstyle and the kind of look that he probably prefers. Every man has a type. Okay, so you need to find out his type and see what they look like. I'll be watching those shows, and my kids be making me watch those like single shows where they go to some island or to some mansion and all like hook up or whatever. Most of the men have a type, and they tell people, "She's my type. That's my type." Men have a type. Understand that. You only feel disgust for men after your relationship? Okay. Just get their money and you won't have to worry about how you feel about them. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Keep on tell y'all. Stop worrying about them. Just get their money. Have them just fund you if you can't fathom on how to emotionally deal with them. Just deal with their money. Stop dealing with them as a person and just deal with them as a wallet. You'll be fine. Because some of y'all need to hear this, because y'all keep trying to deal with them emotionally. They don't care about your emotions, man. They don't care. If they did, you wouldn't be acting stupid. If they did, you wouldn't be in here crying, talking about you were disgusted. Stop dealing with them and just deal with their money. Most women know this of a certain age. Okay. Kind of like a crackhead. Stop dealing with them to do right and understand who they are. You gotta hide your purse. You can't let them spend the night. You gotta make sure your appliances are still there when they leave your house. Treat them like a crackhead. Understand who they are and how you must treat them. Stop hoping for the best. Just treat them like they are. That's it. Meet them where they are. That's all you got to do. Meet them where they are. You know how they are. You know how they think. Stop expecting something different unless they show you something different, because actions speak louder than words. Until they prove themselves to you, just treat them like that. Treat them like a wallet. That's all. I mean, it's mean to say, but if a man wants to be treated better, he gonna act better, ain't it? He's gonna show you why you should treat him more than just a wallet, isn't he? But some men would rather you treat them like a wallet because it's less work for them emotionally, less nagging, less having to cater to your every emotional insecurity. You know, most men are happy that you just want their money because they don't have to do as much. They don't have to do the impossible. And I don't blame them. They don't have to do the impossible. And that's why broke men are mad, because they have to try to do the impossible and they still can't do it, and they ain't got no money. So that's why they out here mad. At least rich men can throw some dollars at you and throw some money at you and temporarily, not have to deal with you crying and blubbering everywhere because you're too busy shopping and trying to figure out what you want next, or saving, or start your business or something. But if y'all dating a broke man out here, your whole life is messed up because you're dealing with dust. Right. Get money, start a business. I'll say y'all every video. If you're dealing with a man with money, you're supposed to have money from his money. Did he give you money? Where's your business? Where's your online store? Where's your dropship company? Why aren't you selling lashes? Something. Okay. I remember when I first started doing, well, not first, but like after a while, women would tell me their man gave them money. They went to buy themselves some nails and hair, and they bought some extra and sold it. That's how their business started. Buy you. If you're gonna buy you one wig, buy 5 wigs and sell the rest. Triple and double it. All right. Can I do a video on reentry fee? That video will be very short because you're not going to text back until they pay whatever you need them to pay through the link you finna send them. The only thing you're texting back is that link over and over until something pops up in it. There's no explaining. Just they don't pay, they don't stay. Let them circle the block and go try somebody else that they can get for free to talk to them and waste their time even further. All right. If you start treating yourself as valuable and your time as valuable, people will too. Some of y'all treat yourselves like free samples, chicken on a toothpick in the food court, and they will circle back around just to get some more free chicken. Okay. That's what y'all are reducing yourselves to. Free chicken on a toothpick in the food court. If men can circle back around without a re-entry fee, why wouldn't they? My question. You have success, visibility, and stability, but dating feels hard. How can I attract a man who isn't intimidated by that? Don't tell him. Act like you need everything they got. See how much they really like you, how much they're willing to spend and provide on you. Okay? Sprinkle. Find you someone that makes way more money than you as well. Like, if you're already successful, go for men that are more successful. Why date down? Okay? And don't tell them all your details. They don't got to know. I see there are lots of women who are millionaires, own their own business, but they downplay it. Most people think some men pay for their lives. Like, I've seen a lot of like designers, a lot of like people that have makeup companies, most like that aren't famous. They're not super famous, but I see them online. They will never know that them people already got businesses and money. They're trying to attract a man with more money to take care of them, not because they need it, because they like it. They like how it feels to have a provider man. They may have their own money, but they can save it. They may have their own money, but they like a man that also has money too, that can impress them. If a woman can do anything for herself, how is a man supposed to impress her? If she can buy her a Birkin and a Bentley, he might need to buy her an island. See the difference? Because even if money is not a problem and they're just rolling around on the mattress and money is not involved because she doesn't need his money, eventually some other chick is going to need his money that don't have money. And he's going to be like, oh, she needs me in a way this other one doesn't. You know, I can impress this one because this is getting boring now. He's still going to go back and be like, okay, da da da. Let me see how it feels to be the king. So that's why it's very important. If you got money, don't tell nobody. Don't give too much information. Make sure they got more money and can still impress you. Period. Your boyfriend wants us to move in. He will pay for everything, and he has money. He does what I say, but he annoys me and talks too much thoughts. Earphones. Earphones. Play music so he ain't got to talk. And don't become the maid. That's the only thing I can tell you. Don't start cooking and cleaning. Don't become the domestic help either. He said, I remember when Mariah Carey bought an island. I remember when some man bought Naomi Campbell an island too. See? She made a lot of money, but she still found somebody that can buy her an island. That's what you need to think about. She still got that island, I think. I don't know. Go for more, not less. If you don't think that you're pretty enough to get more, focus on the guys who will like you 10 times more. Maybe they're older. Okay. Maybe they're in a different, age range. Just because, look, if you want somebody to be able to impress you, and it's not about the money, it's about the masculinity that comes with having more. Okay. It's not about the money. It's about how much they like you and want to impress you with what they have. Okay. Once you get to a certain point financially, that's what it's about. How much they actually like you. Thank you. How to fight pygmisha tendencies when you're treated well. Remember that treatment is going to end if you become too available and stupid. Okay. The only reason they like you is because you're the one being chased. Let them continue chasing. Once they catch you, they're going to get bored and look for it in someone else. Okay. Don't do too much. They'll always feel like they have to do more to please you. And it's never going to end if they keep having to do more. If they know they got you, they know how to trigger you, they know everything that you're going to do. You need to keep them on their toes, man. Always. You got a pickleball membership. You're 20. How should you interact? You're very extroverted, but how to spot a spender on how to flirt? I'm bold, but what to say? They got to come up to you first, man. Play dumb. That's the first thing you need to do is play dumb and ask questions. Play dumb. Men always want to teach you. Men always want to teach you skills, how to hold a pickleball paddle, how to do this, how to do that. Just do stuff wrong and let them see it. They will come and correct you. Ask dumb questions. They will sit there and talk to you for 20 minutes, try to tell you something and teach you something. And then you can start, your little eye contact, your smile, your little, oh, you're so smart. Okay. But you gotta let them teach you something. Okay. You gotta let them mansplain everything. Okay. Sprinkle. Play the dumb role. Okay. And look cute when you go in there. Don't go in there with no shorts. Don't go in there with no leggings. Go in there with a tennis skirt. Okay. Go in there with a tennis skirt on. Something cute. Something to catch the eye. Because somebody told me that they joined a pickleball club too. And they went in on there with some shorts or some pants on. I'm like, what are you doing? Girl, go put that tennis skirt on and stop it. That's why most men sign up to see the tennis skirts. You didn't know that? You better put that thing on. And make sure your stuff is matching and your legs are shaved and blah, blah, blah. And make sure you look the part. Make sure you look like the pretty pickleball princess that you are. Okay, wonderful. You don't look like our pretty pickleball princess. They ain't gonna want to teach you nothing. All right. Wonderful. All right. What was I doing? Trying to put on mascara. You said you lost me at shaved legs. No. Why you can't shave your legs? You want some hair on your legs? You want to look like a Sasquatch? You want to look like... Who don't shave their legs? Or wax them or whatever you got to do. Get the hair off. Who out here still got fur on their leg? I'm sorry. I'm old and I still shave my legs. Who is not out here shaving legs? I see I have to do a whole video on shave your legs. What the heck? You don't shave? Why not? I can understand if you don't grow hair on your legs, because some people don't grow a lot of hair. Like I don't grow too much hair on my legs, so I might have to shave once or twice every week or so on my legs. But if you growing hair, man, shave that stuff off. Who growing leg hair out here? It's okay. Well, how you gonna have a pickleball or a tennis skirt on with all them hairy legs? It's gonna look crazy. They're gonna run away. You might end up on TikTok with them zooming in on your hair. You better shave that stuff off. Oh, for real? Y'all out here not shaving legs? Y'all just out here with man hair on your legs? Oh, no wonder y'all ain't getting nowhere. Some of y'all. The one thing that men love is soft skin. This is why women spend so much money on skincare, trying to glow, trying to look healthy, trying to look soft. And then you're going to look down and see Sasquatch legs. That doesn't make sense. If your face is shiny, skin is soft, you look all soft and stuff, and then they look down to your legs and it look like somebody's beard. What the heck? All right. I got bigger problems than I thought with y'all. Anyway, you shaved your legs. Wonderful. Sprinkle, sprinkle. You said Lil Baby got prettier legs than me. Okay. Dorothy been looking at Lil Baby's legs. Okay. I don't even... I know that that's probably a rapper. Do they shave their legs? Does he shave his legs? I don't know. I don't look at them legs like that. Okay. Okay, yeah. So shave them legs. All right. He keeps asking me to find him customers and telling me he'll pay me a finder's fee. How should I respond? Girl, tell him to hire somebody. Sprinkle. Don't become his employee, ma'am. Like, why do y'all let men turn y'all into employees? If he's not giving you money and you just fill out an application while you're at it. Sprinkle. Tell him to give you an application and a contract so that that you can get your finder fees, and then start showing interest in something else and just write him off, because you're not supposed to mix business with pleasure. You know what I mean? We ain't mixing business with pleasure. Get you a contract, get your money, and go date somebody else if that's what all he wants you for. Because some men only approach you because they know that you could sell better than them. They don't have what it takes to promote their own business. Women sell more than men. Women are very good promoters. All right. He want to make money off of your back. He don't even like you like that. Just get the contract signed, get on his feet, get your tax records, get your W-2, and be out. And go date somebody else that can actually give you something without you having to be their employee. Your husband is cheating and is a provider, but no affection. He lies when I ask, tells me I'm his wife. Focus on that. I want to be smart. Should I leave or stay? You should just get his money, ma'am, and go make yourself happy with his money. Let him cheat. Don't roll around on a mattress with him. Don't sleep with him. Don't cook with him no more. And let him do whatever he needs to do. And when he taps you on the shoulder late at night, tell him to go find somebody else to do it with. I'm your wife. Okay? Just get the money, man. Go do whatever you need to do. Go upgrade your vehicle. Go get your hair done. Go get your nails done. Go to the spa. Be the wife. He says you the wife. Go act like it. Go spend his money like the wife. Okay? He gonna do what he gonna do anyway. At least you got some money to spend. You already know what he's doing. If you want to leave, if it's hurting your little feelings that he told you that, or that you think he's cheating, I'm sorry. You married him for him, but he married you because you're a woman and fills the space and checks off the box of wife. You don't care about your feelings. Stop caring about his. Care about his wallet and his money, and go make your life what you need it to be and what you need it to look like. And go spend the money on yourself. Go do something for you. Know what I'm saying? Go take you a little mini staycation. Go get you a little personal shopper. If he got money like that, if he ain't got no money like that, then just go to the store and be your own personal shopper. You know what I'm saying? But you need to figure it out. Okay? And don't sleep with him, and don't do nothing for him no more. Just collect his money and treat yourself. Because a lot of y'all women need to hear this. Y'all be doing too much for these men. That's why they don't like y'all. Do less. Do less and spend more of their money. That's how you get your respect back. Do less and spend more. Let me tell you why. Because you're going to trigger him emotionally by not caring about him and only using his money. And when he looks and sees the bills and see how much you're spending and see how much you're not bothering with him no more, see how much you ain't doing for him no more, he's going to be like, where did I go wrong? What happened? I'm losing power. Then he's going to try to refocus back on you to get the power back emotionally. You're still not going to fall for it because you're going to be the manipulator at that point. Then you're going to be the manipulator. Then you're going to be like, well, I guess, well, maybe we'll see. Well, I'm the wife. I guess I'll try, and then don't do it. All right? Get him emotionally unhinged by you doing exactly what he's doing. Now, if you're not a cheater, you don't want to cheat, then, do something else. But make sure he feels it in his pockets, for sure. Sprinkle, sprinkle. We're the creators of our reality. Women hold so much more power than they think. Do you believe the world is waking up to that? Yes, I do. Sprinkle, sprinkle, finally. Some of them need to be reawakened because they keep falling back asleep. So I definitely say, stay awake. Stay awake. Now, because if you don't, you get put back to sleep over and over by some dust, you're going to regret it every time you wake back up because it's more time wasted. You said what? You said no, women will always be second class. Second class where? Not in this country. I don't know where you from. Okay. Always remember some places and rules and customs are different. Not in this country. Exactly. Look, if we stop doing what we do, everything falls. Remember that. And when a woman says, no, I'm done, everything falls. Everything. You can't even save it. It's just done. So that's why we know our value. And we're not second class. Because if we stop, everything stops. Period. What's your thoughts on soul contracts with men? I only like money contracts. I don't do no soul contracts or nothing. Like, that's dumb. That's just some hotep dusty talk to make a man manipulate you even further. So if it's not no money behind it, I don't understand it. Soul contract. You better have some sole proprietorship. That's the only one. That's the only soul I'm thinking about when it comes to a man. Sole proprietorship in my name. Okay, I don't do the dusty hotep stuff. Okay, if it ain't about money, I'm not listening. Wonderful. Thank you, Hannah. Sprinkle, sprinkle. What does it mean when they block you on social media and still want to be with you? That's because you keep lurking on their social media. Look, you need to be lurking on other people's social media trying to get money from them. He can't see what you're doing. Block him too. Okay? Two can play that game, right? Sprinkle, sprinkle. Y'all be doing too much. Block him on yours, collect his money, and have a roster. Thank you, Kayla. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Do you still go on dates with him? Act nice or mean? Get his money, Kayla. Act nice enough to get his money. If he asks you on dates or whatever, make sure it's an expensive date and something you actually want to do. Make him work hard. All right? If it ain't planned out well, say no. But no, I don't feel like doing that. All right? Act dissatisfied until he does what impresses you. Never be satisfied. They'll keep trying harder. And don't roll around on a mattress with them. Get money out of them. These lives make my day. Thank you, girl. Thank you, Joanna. In a perfect world where things were fair, ladies, you wouldn't have to do none of this because men would just act right. But since they're not, then you can't act right. Y'all understand this? Since men aren't acting right, you can't act right. That don't make no sense. You're just setting yourself up to lose on purpose. Think about that. So let's just say your man is acting the way that they're acting and it ain't right. You think by acting right, he's going to act right? No, he ain't. You might as well get your money and do what you do. You said we only believe in money, not spiritual manipulation. I don't believe in no spiritual manipulation. That's my job. I'll manipulate. And I'm telling y'all, women are master manipulators. They're better than men. But y'all forgot y'all's power. Where do you think men learn how to manipulate from? Women. And let me tell you why. Hold on, let me answer this question. Boyfriend is more responsive when I'm soft and feminine when with him versus mean. How do I innocently ask him to help me with something? Like you just said, innocently ask him in a nice way. And if he says no, cut him off. Sprinkle, sprinkle. All right. You already know the answer to that question. But thank you for the sprinkle, sprinkle. Ask him nicely. If he don't respond and he doesn't do it, cut him off. Stop talking to him. Don't roll around on the mattress with him. Give him the silent treatment until you get what you want. And then if he don't give it to you, ask somebody else. Sprinkle, sprinkle. That's it. How to stay in your feminine energy when you're used to leading in your career. I'm 31. Well, if you're not getting paid to lead, why are you leading? Leave your job at work. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Leave your job at work. You know, that happens a lot with women, especially women who are entrepreneurs, high up in their career, and mothers. It's going to happen to all women. That's why you need a more masculine man that makes money, more money than you. That means he'll be smart. He'll know how to already lead because he'll be successful at it, because he'll probably lead a bunch of other people too. And also help them become successful. So you need a man with money. Okay. I've noticed this. Men with money, you don't have to lead. You could sit back and be in your feminine. You won't even have to think about nothing because it'll already be done. You know what I'm saying? They will cover all the stuff that you sitting over there worried about. You won't have to lead a successful man. They already know what they're doing. So only deal with men that are more successful than you. You don't have to worry about that because nature will literally take its course. And by the second or third time of you trying to lead and it's not really going anywhere because he's already done everything that you needed him to do, done it successfully and the correct way, then you'll be like, ooh, I can just sit back now. Ooh. It's like when your kids start to learn how to cook and they start cooking for you. And you're like, oh my God, I can finally relax. Where the remote control at? You know? What's on TV? It's like that. It's like an exhale. So you need to find that type of man. If you're constantly having to lead, that's not a masculine man, and that's not a successful man. If you constantly have to lead, find another one. Okay. You found a glass jar with an inch of water, a black patch in the house. Could this be spell work? Okay, you found a glass of water with an inch of water and a black patch. What kind of patch, girl? It sounds like mildew. Mold. Girl, throw that out and sprinkle. Y'all be doing too much. Sounds like mold floating in some water. All right. Thank you. If you didn't find no money, I wouldn't really be worried about it. Sprinkle. You said, what kind of question is it? I know. If you didn't find no money, girl, who cares? Thank you. You want to hook up with a young guy. Can you slap me? Girl. Think about this. Ask yourself why you want to hook up with a young guy first. Figure out why. You just want to scratch an itch? Do you think he's cute? Does he think you're cute? Is the feeling going to be mutual after the thing happens? Is he going to discard you? Are you going to deal with him any further than that? Is the friendship going to be over? How are you going to see yourself? Is it going to lead to any money? If the answer is no, then, just keep the fantasy in your mind and keep it moving. If I'm not seeing beneficial results, I'm not taking steps towards nothing. That's dumb. Okay. You said he's what? A 6'5" basketball player. Well, how old are you, ma'am? Is he younger than you? You go ahead and roll around on the mattress with him. If you get pregnant, you set for life. Sprinkle. Hopefully, if his contract's on. Is he a major basketball player, or is he a bench rider? Okay. You're 34, he's 70, with a 70-year-old multimillionaire. He asked me what I want out of this meet on a dating app. He is taking me to dinner. How should I act? He already sent me 2K. Say 2 more K. Two more K. There you go. Sprinkle. See if you bring it. If you don't, last date. That's first and last date. Okay. You said where to find multi-millions at this point on the rich side of town? Usually in major cities on the rich side of town. There's lots of rich sides of town in major cities. Go to Google, type in richest zip codes, richest area codes, richest zip codes, and then go hang out over there every day or as much as you can until you meet somebody. Okay? That's where they at. where the houses are really nice. There's gated communities or giant like high rises that cost millions of dollars. That's where they're going to be. If they can't afford, if they can't afford to live there, they ain't going to be around there. You know what I'm saying? There are like some people, not everybody got a house. Some people have high rises, townhomes, condominiums, several properties, several houses. Go to the rich side of town and hang out over there. Just go hang out. That's where you're going to find them. Promise you. You're going to find them over there. They're not going to be on the broke side of town, are they? No, they're not. So go get where the money is. Go find the most expensive high rises in your city. Go find the most expensive townhome area in your city. Go find them. A lot of times, if you're going to go for houses, most of those people are married or have families, but a lot of single people live in townhomes, condos, and high rises that have money. So if you really, really want to find someone single on the rich side of town, go hang out where there's a lot of high rises. There'll be lots of restaurants around there and shopping centers. Go find out where like the bougie young money is. Go look it all up. Use Google. You can get the demographics and the ages and the type and the salaries of people that live in that area. You do your research and you go hang out over there. Get your wig together, put your makeup on, get your little tennis skirt together, and go over there. Walk around aimlessly, dilly-dally, look like you don't know what you're doing. Ask dumb questions, smile. There you go. Have fun. Because a lot of y'all are just trying to meet men in clubs or after work. That y'all aren't meeting the rich men. That's not where they at. Okay? Not the real money anyway. You only have time for dates on weekends. Exactly. You got to make time in the real, like, let me tell y'all how the system is really set up. They only make it so you have dates on the weekend or have time to date on the weekend so you can meet your match. The person that's in the same demographic, social construct, and workforce that you're in. You have to break the mold. You have to say, okay, it's set up for me to work 9 to 5 and only be able to date the people on the weekend that do the exact same thing. That's not where most of the money is. Let me use strategy and take a personal day off or take a fake doctor day off and go hang around on the rich side of town when I'm supposed to be getting it, when I'm supposed to be at work, and plus maybe you'll get paid for it. You got to strategize. You can't do what you were set up to do. You're 19, but only interested in yourself. The only thing I want from men is their money and attention. But I think my age would make them manipulate me. Okay, well, then you got to watch my videos every day. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Wake up every day. When you get dressed, do your hair, watch my videos. And ain't nobody going to be able to mess with you. You're going to be the one grooming them. Okay? You're going to be the one grooming them old men to give you money. Not the other way around. Okay? You said how to get past guilt for asking for money. Give some money out. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Who is guilting women for wanting their value and worth? Go clock in and work for all your money and pay half the bill when you go out with a man. And go get you a tattoo called Pick Misha. I'm not worth it. I don't know my value. That's what you need to do. That's how you get over the guilt. You just assume your role is Pick Misha and help build a man for the next chick. That's what you do. To take his money, because he's sure gonna give it. He's gonna give it to who he likes. If you feel guilty, it's because you know he don't like you and you don't deserve it because you're not putting enough effort into yourself to look good. Women that look good know they deserve nice things. Women that have high self-esteem and confidence know that they deserve nice things and a provider. If you don't feel that way about yourself, now you know other men will. So you might be a pick-me-sha. If you have come to the conclusion that you are not a pick-me-sha, then understand your value and your worth and that men are providers. How to heal from misleading fling felt genuine. A misleading fling. Okay, well, men are always going to be lying to you. So if their fling doesn't lead to some money, then it is misleading. You understand that? All flings are misleading unless it leads to money. And if you understand it's a fling, then you're already 5 steps ahead. All right. Next time, fling with some money. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Next time, fling with a direct deposit. Next time, fling with a shopping spree. Next time, fling with cash in hand. Next time, fling better. Because if you're believing words over actions, that's why they chose you. Because they know that they didn't have to do anything. They didn't have to do nothing for you because you are a believer in words instead of actions. Okay? It's okay though. Men will tell you whatever you need to hear. That's why you need to tell them whatever they need to hear to get their money. Okay? Sprinkle, sprinkle. That's all you got to do. And it's easier to get money out of men when they actually have it. And the more a man invests in you, the longer they stick around. Remember that. Men follow their investments. The best way to heal is to go start over with another one after watching my videos and go get you some money. Go get you a man that wants to provide and put you on that direct deposit and tell you to quit your job. Here's a bunch of savings, 6 months worth of salary for you. Like, go find that. Go find somebody that's going to pay off your card out. Go find that. Okay? You will feel so healed. I promise you. You will feel so healed. Okay, he might not look like Prince Charming, but you might look like the Beast on Beauty and the Beast. But you know what? You're going to be healed. Sprinkle, sprinkle. You never feel guilty for asking and accepting money or gifts. You got your tuition paid, rent paid, received Louis Vuitton bags, and went on a paid vacation. I know that's right, man. That's what you deserve in life. And I'm glad you know your value, and I'm glad you got it. Sprinkle, sprinkle. More women need to think like that. How can you feel guilty when every day you get up and put in effort on how you look to be attractive? If men are attracted to you and they want to give you gifts and spend money on you and pay your bills and take you on vacation, that's what you deserve. Okay? Point blank, yeah. You said he might be Nosferatu. He might be, but he had, he got money. Okay. Men don't have guilt. They will leave a whole family, child, infants with zero guilt. And y'all sit up here worried about a man paying some bills. Y'all, something wrong with y'all. Don't do it. Guilt for being a woman and being brainwashed to be the doormat. That's what she feel guilty. That's what some of these women feel guilty about. No longer being the doormat. Ma'am, it's time to get up and stop being the doormat. Ladies, it's time to stop being someone's doormat. Get what you're worth. Get your value. If you don't think you're valuable, well, I'm sorry for you. So, y'all have been trained to want the least and give the most. That's why you feel guilty, because it's a brainwashing technique. I wasn't trained that way. I was trained to get what you want in this world. What's the name of this curling iron? Girl, it's in the links. Look, I'm gonna link my beauty products that I'm using in this video. You can probably get it. It's on there. Go look. All right. If y'all follow me on TikTok, I have a whole little reel, actually a TikTok video with the links and stuff in it too. SheRaSeven won the original on TikTok. I only have one TikTok, so hope you find it. So we only believe in actions. Okay. It's unlearning when you're raised to think you're a burden and deserve less than. It is an unlearning. If you were raised to think you're a burden, raised to think you're the prize, raised to think, reprogram yourself to think that people have to earn you. All right? Reprogram that mess, because they did that for a reason. Once you figure out why they did that, you're going to be mad. Once you figure out why people programmed you to take less so you could be the domestic help, free maid, you'll get mad and get what you're worth every time. All right. You said why men want to brainwash women from forever so they can control them and get free maid service. All right. Back in the old days, women were not able to own property, and so we had to be manipulative and conniving by nature to get everything we want, to trick men, to do this, to do that, because the laws were not in our favor. So women have naturally developed great manipulation skills throughout history due to the oppression of men. And now that everything is mostly equal, our manipulation techniques and skills are better than theirs. And you know, whatever you try to oppress only bounce backs harder. So this is what I'm saying. You're not supposed to feel guilty. You're supposed to get what you're worth. After all those years, you can't own no property. You can't have your own bank account. You can't do this. You can't do that. Now you can do most of those things already. And you can get their money. So what y'all doing? I'll be getting the most out of it. All right. It's your time. And y'all ain't doing nothing about it. You are legally able to do all of this stuff and still feeling guilty about stuff from oppression from the past. Something wrong with y'all. Some of it still in some other countries, women don't have equal rights. But in this one, or in most of them, you do. So act like it and get your money and get his. Get his, get yours, get theirs. Have several. It's time to clean it up. Clean up and get your money. Thank you for setting me straight with that silly guilt. I'm definitely the prize. That's how I got my 5K re-entry, caught my crown slipping. Thanks, Mama. Okay, DS. Well, I'm glad, man. I'm glad I could get you back on track because we can't be talking about that because men, remember, they feel guilty about nothing. Okay? Nothing. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Mm-hmm. You said you've been watching me for 7 years. Thank you, girl. Lotus. Okay, you stopped being guilty and started receiving gifts. I know that's right. So if you look at the history of how women have been treated forever, you should not feel guilty about one single thing. Not one. And get your money and get theirs and get other people's money, his money and the roster's money, your money, get it all. Sprinkle, sprinkle. All right. Women are owed lots of money. If you think about history, we're owed a lot. So get it. Be the generation that makes all the prior generations of women proud by getting all this money. All right. Think about it. I was reading a book, because I be reading stuff. And the book is literally about, it goes way back in time for when women were treated like property, sold off, promised to other people, blah, 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 like hundreds and thousands of years. And the book continues up into the present to where women start getting their rights. Women start getting smart, getting their money, getting his money. You know what I'm saying? So it really paints a picture of how much that we've endured and suffered as women throughout the ages. And it's our time now. And if y'all are sitting back, still going 50-50, feeling guilty about getting the most, something wrong with y'all. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Mm-hmm. You have all the tools in your box, all the tools in your toolbox to get everything you want in this world. And some of y'all ain't gonna do it because of some patriarchal brainwashing that's still being pushed upon your mind to feel guilt about getting what you're worth. And y'all gonna be the ones looking stupid in the end when all the other women are starting to listen, get their value, and stop dealing with dust. Stop listening to words and only believe actions. Y'all gonna be real mad when y'all see these other women living their best life and you still stuck with some dust. So I'm telling y'all now, it's time. Time to get it together, ladies. Make your great grandma proud and get your money and get his money and build your own business on his money, on his dime. Collect yours, save yours, collect his. Okay, sprinkle, because some of y'all just sitting there still being somebody's domestic servant, asking why they cheat. Some of y'all still sitting there at the sink washing dishes, crying because somebody cheating on you, when you could be living your best life doing what you do. Okay? The beep is just telling you when it's done. See? Done. So there's a burn in your hair. Isn't that cool? So you don't leave it in there too long? Okay. Do you think it's wrong for a woman to be focused on career or financial success, like being a CEO of a public company? I think it's wrong if she plans on raising kids. I think she should do that first or after the kids are older. But if you plan on having kids, I think it's wrong because you're not going to be able to focus on them. And they're not even going to know you and you ain't going to know them. So I think it's wrong if you plan on having kids. I think it's wrong or wait till the kids get older and you can focus more on that. You know what I mean? Thank you, Sierra. How to get him to send you a ride without giving address, and how to probably send the address, go send it to a neighbor's house and go stand in front of their house. A couple of houses down. Sprinkle. Maybe on the opposite side of the street, a couple of houses down. There you go. Wonderful. Or maybe on the next street over. That's probably safer. The next street over. Okay. Someone says go to a local shop or something. Go to a public place. Yeah, because you don't want them trying to find you, girl. All right. You said women birth nations. Yes. So, just to give y'all an empowerment speech, without us, everything shuts down. So that's why I'm telling y'all, know your value, know your worth. Stop settling for less. Get this money, get their money. And stop acting like there's something wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with it at all. Okay? They want you to get their money. That's why they earn it. Think they earning it to impress other men, buy other men drinks, pay other men's bills? No, they're earning it for you. So act like it. Or else would they step to you? They only had lint in their pocket. The ones that are stepping to you with lint in your pocket, they know you don't love yourself because you're gonna sit there and deal with somebody with lint in their pocket. And they're just literally coming up to you out of survival mode. No. That's why we don't deal with dust. How to manipulate a manipulative a-hole? By being smarter than him. And telling him, look, I know what you're trying to do. I do it better. So if you ain't got no money, don't keep texting me. If you can't do what I need you to do, then stop bothering me. You have to be blunt with manipulators, because once they know that they're manipulating you, they can't manipulate you no more. Once you tell them that you know what they're doing, they leave you alone because they know that you're smarter than them. Just like I use the same technique. Can you just give me the money or not? Do I need to go somewhere else for it or not? Well, if all you got is excuses, please tell them to somebody else, because I really don't care. You just be just like that. Just tell them how it is. If I need to be taught by an amateur how to manipulate, I'll come back to you. I'll get some advice from you, but you're an amateur. Always make them feel like you're the better manipulator, so that they know everything they try, it's not going to work. It's like, you know what? That's not going to work on me. I'm so sorry. Dealing with people who aren't plant-based, I'm that way of ethics, and it's kind of impossible. Girl, I don't care what people eat. Sprinkle. Everybody's diet is their business. If you're going to be that picky, then you need to definitely deal with people and meet them at vegan restaurants. You know what I mean? Hang outside the vegan areas. Hang outside the vegan restaurant. Life is too short to be looking for vegans, baby. You might try to look for people in religions that don't eat meat. That might be a closer step. But if you don't sit there and look for people that are vegan, people become vegan, then they become this, then they become that. Girl, they be changing up and down. Don't limit yourself, okay? If you're one of them crazy cult vegans, maybe that's what you need to find, another crazy cult vegan. You know what I mean? Somebody that uses veganism as a religion. That's what you need to find. So you need to join groups. You need to go to meetups. You need to go to like farmers markets. You need to go to like all those type of places where the vegan cults hang out. All right. It's going to make it harder for you because most people that have money, they do what they want. And they don't really become vegan or health conscious until after their first hospital visit scare from eating too much. Then they might become vegan later. But first, they might have to indulge a little bit more. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Even though I don't eat meat, I don't discriminate. I never discriminated against people who eat meat. I don't care. Do what you want. You can get more out of people that eat meat anyway than you can vegans. They'll see you differently. Know what I'm saying? They'll try to convert you to eat meat anyway. But you could get money out of them saying, you know what, I'll try this if you give me some money. Then don't try it. I just can't. Yeah, I don't really care. Like at most steakhouses now, they have vegan steak. You can still go out to eat. There's so much vegan stuff on the menu, plant-based stuff on the menu now. It's fine. You're new, but suddenly I see your name everywhere and I can see why people are triggered, but there's a ton of wisdom here. Thank you, Tara, and thank you for subscribing. Yes, I've been around for like 13 years on YouTube. And then like a lot of people share my stuff, and so do I on social media. But I mean, a lot of women need to wake up and know their value. That's going to save you a lot of time and energy. Just knowing your value and not accepting less. Because so many people accept less because they want to be wanted. They want to be accepted. They want to be looked at as not toxic or difficult. But is that a fair trade for being a doormat and not getting the life you want or the lifestyle? It's not. So get what you want. Men are going to chase women from now until forever. So you might as well make the chase good, make it worth it, and make sure you're getting what you want out of it. Oh, thank you, Gabby. Sprinkle, sprinkle. We have to take our knowledge and use it to get more. Because you know that they want you. Act like it. If they don't want you, that's not the one for you. They're not going to give you anything. Some of y'all are chasing after men that don't even want y'all. And that's where y'all are moving backwards. It's fine to be attracted to a man. It's fine to acknowledge that that man is attractive or somebody that you like. But if they don't like you, you're wasting your time. You're never going to get the results that you want. You're never going to get the fantasy that you want. You're never going to get the treatment you want if that man don't like you more. Period. You can like him all you want. That's just called being a pick-me-show if he doesn't like you 10 times more. So understand that. This is where the young women mess up. Just because you like a man, don't mean they like you. And just because they sleep with you doesn't mean they like you either. It means you are easy and accessible. Now, when they start paying them bills and start taking you to that car dealership and put your name on documents, maybe they like you, you know? Your husband wants you to start a podcast with him, but I'm not really interested. Girl, don't do it. Thank you, Miss DJ. Sprinkle. Let me tell you why. You're going to get on camera with a man. He's going to use you to gather people because women listen to women. Tell him y'all can start separate podcasts and may his podcast do well. Sprinkle. Thank you, Sarah. Cards up, sprinkle, sprinkle. Okay? You know what he's trying to do. He's trying to get attention. He's trying to bring in whatever with you. Because if he could do it, he wouldn't need you. You understand? And what happens when y'all get in an argument? What happens when y'all get in a fight? What happens when some chick start texting him and DMing him? What you gonna do then? You gonna start your own podcast? Like you should be doing from the start? You don't need to, don't mix business with pleasure, baby. I'm telling y'all. Don't do it. You mix business with pleasure, you're gonna be in a whole nother ball game. Wish you to listen. Don't do it. I'm sorry, dude, but you know it. If her husband is listening, start your own podcast. You don't need her. Maybe she could start her own. Maybe y'all could have 2 separate ones. That's what I believe in. Start a separate. If y'all weren't married and y'all were just friends or colleagues, that would be fine. But never go into business or start something like that. Because when things ain't going well, it's going to show up and that's your money. Or that could be your reputation. Don't do it. Okay? Keep it separate. You are you, he is him. Keep it like that. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Uh-oh, Yashi vibes. Thank you. He said, thank you. And never let a man build off your back unless y'all aren't married. And y'all are both getting money separately. It can date other people separately or whatever. Don't mix marriage and business. So you know what? You should start one by yourself. I encourage him to start one by himself. Good luck. Then you start you one by yourself. And don't mix business with pleasure. There you go. Then y'all might be competing with each other. And that could be a whole nother set of problems. Sprinkle, sprinkle. And do you know the scrutiny that you will be under? Think about it. In this day and age in social media, people are going to be praying for your downfall as a couple. If you get on social media and do a podcast together, they're going to be trying to find. Yeah, so I really wouldn't do it. Messed up this piece. Sprinkle, sprinkle. You said you have showed my TikToks to your close friends and they don't agree 100%. I just saved them instead. Yeah. Not everybody's at the stage in life where they need this information. But when they get to the stage in life or the time in life where they do need it, it'll always be there. You know, not everybody needs my advice right now, but they might need it later. When they experience something or when something happens and they don't know what to do, they might come back over here. Maybe they might be looking for me, but at least they know I'm here. Okay. Sprinkle, sprinkle. You said, Sonia says all men cheat, don't build them up. Exactly. All right. Can you gain respect from someone that didn't value you? No, because they never respected you in the first place. Why would you want to gain respect from somebody that doesn't value you? I wouldn't want their respect. I wouldn't even want them in my life. Thank you, Sierra. Okay. All right. Stop needing validation from people. Stop needing respect from people. If they don't treat you times 10 better, they don't need to be in your life. Which spell enhances beauty quickly? Money spell. Get money. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Ask a man for some money. Go get you a wig. Go get you some makeup. Go to the spa. Go get you some lips. I don't know. Money increases beauty quick. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Look at all the people online. Look at all the people, the celebrities. Okay? It's money. Get some. And that's the truth. Money buys you time. Money buys you energy. Money buys you hair. Money buys you nails, clothes, makeup, top of the line skincare, services, med spas, med spa treatments. It's money. Said I missed the Cash App. Okay. I think I got it. Gabby Ventura. Okay. I got you. I got you. All right. I think I answered them all. Yeah. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Uh-oh, Mia. Thank you, girl. You're 21 and hot. Used to get guys on dating apps and made 20K. You got 800 matches. I can pull 5K weekly, but I suddenly feel guilty. Girl, why do you feel guilty? That's your job. Sprinkle, sprinkle. If you are one of the lucky women that can pull money online, that's your job. Why do you feel guilty about your job? Sprinkle, sprinkle. That's what dating apps want. They want you to be on there, and that's what you're doing. But at least you're profiting off of it. Why would you feel guilty? The men are doing it freely, out of their own will, their own free will. Why do you feel guilty? Would you feel guilty about looking too good? Get money. Think about the years of oppression that women have gone through. Think about your great, 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 great grandmother. Do it for her. Get your money. Thank you, DJ. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Think about when women couldn't vote. Think about when women couldn't own property. Think about when women were sold. Think about when women was valued at 2/3 of a man. And get your money. Okay, do it for your ancestors. Yes. Wonderful. Do it for the women that can't do it. Do it for the women who are still oppressed. Get your money, get his. All right. All right. If you watch old period pieces and you see how women had to put up with certain things because they could not own property, like let's say you were a daughter and your family and your dad left the estate and then he didn't have no sons, you would literally have to go find a husband in order to keep that property in your family because women could not own property. So a lot of women had to just marry somebody, and the men were gold diggers back then because they knew, oh, this lady has nice property in her family. She ain't got no sons. Let me sneak up in here, and they would be cheating left and right. And y'all watch them old shows. Women had no rights. Just get the money, ma'am. It's your time. Feel guilty for what? For having too much of what you were denied centuries? Get it, ma'am. You can get yours and his and stack both. He said, honor the ancestors. Yeah, girl, your great grandma will be like, I'm so proud of her. Look at her getting to this money. Your great grandma couldn't even have a checking account in her own name. Look at you now, girl. Look at you. Get it. You said study history, yeah. If you study the history of women, you would never feel guilty again about anything you ever done to a man. Ever. That'll give y'all something to do. Go study women's history and all the rights and things that they didn't have before. See how difficult they had it and why they had to become master manipulators. Okay, go study your history as a woman. And you'll never feel guilty about collecting money from a man again. I promise you. Ever. You'll be like, how can I get some more? Okay, I'm trying to fluff this out. All right. Can you ask the ladies what dating apps they use? You can ask them. Sprinkle, sprinkle. I don't believe in dating apps. I think they're a waste of time, but some people can be successful with them. Like if they look really, really good, like too good to be on them, perhaps. Mm-hmm. Y'all can answer it in the comments. I don't mind, but I don't believe in them. Sprinkle, sprinkle. What do you say when they say they were going to do something but still haven't? So, you know what? I base a man's integrity on his word. And I'm a woman that believes in a man of action, not words. So, if you're going to tell me something, I'm not going to believe it anyway until it's done. So just tell him the truth. Look, I don't believe nothing that comes out of your mouth until it's done. So if he says I'm going to do it, you shouldn't even be talking to him until it's done. Like there should be no more communication until what he said was done. You understand? That means he lied to you. You treated him like a provider when he never provided a thing. So when a man says he's going to do something, act unimpressed. It's like, oh, well, I value a man of integrity that keeps his word. So I guess we'll find out when the time comes. Don't give him the benefit of the doubt. Don't treat him like he's already done it. Treat him like the peasant that he is until he starts providing. Okay? Act unimpressed. Oh, I'm going to help you pay your bills. Okay, well, you know what? I believe that when I see it. I definitely understand what love bombing is and false promises. I also know what action is. So if you want to pay these bills, I got them right here on my phone. When you pull out the credit card to pay for dinner, you can pay them bills at the same time. Pull out your phone. Like, here you go. Are you paying that? Pay this. Okay, man of action. Start calling him man of action. Give him a nickname. Give him the nickname you want him to become. It's like, I can tell you're a man of action. Tell them what they're supposed to be. You've been texting back quickly. Don't know what to do now. Stop texting back quickly. Make them wait about 30 minutes. All right? I mean, you busy. You don't know what you're doing. When you're predictable and boring and will text back in 2 seconds, they got you. They don't have to worry about you. They don't have to think about you. You're very predictable. 30 minutes, man. And when the conversation gets going, the faster he texts back, great. 5 minutes. Okay. What do I think about the child-free trend that's going on? Unless you're with a provider, you shouldn't be laying down having no babies by no man anyway. Okay? Unless they're providing 100% fully. You shouldn't be having no kids with no man anyway. So maybe that's what women are doing. Maybe they don't want to go 50-50 with no grown able-bodied man. That's probably what's happening. If a woman's saying, I don't want no kids, and she finds a provider husband and he don't want no kids, great, wonderful. If he wants kids and she says she don't want no kids, he's going to go find a way to have some kids. Somehow, some way. Just because you don't want something doesn't mean the next person doesn't want it or whatever. But, every woman has the right to say she wants this or she don't want it. But I do feel like a lot of women say they don't want kids and then they eventually have them anyway. But it's good to only deal with providers, whether you want one or not. You get it? Because if you accidentally mess up and get one, at least they can provide. All right. You said bringing a child into poverty should be illegal. It should be. But, since it's not, be very careful because that affects your entire life and their life and how they think. Mm-hmm. Sprinkle, sprinkle. All right. So yeah, action speaks louder than words. Stop believing these men's words and only believe their actions, and stop treating them like they already did something when they have done nothing. And that's what y'all need to go by, because y'all be listening to these guys talk and talk and talk, treating them like they're done something, then get mad when they don't do something. But you should have done something. Like make them put their money where their mouth was and stop listening to them until they took action. You shouldn't even be texting this dude unless it's the link to your bills or the link to your Cash App. You got to look good though, because they're not gonna, and they gotta like you times 10, or else they ain't gonna do nothing for you. Stop trying to deal with men that like you just a little bit or just enough to tolerate you. The type of man you got to deal with got to like you way, way more than you like them. That's how you get it. Okay. Anyway, I'm about to wrap this up. Sprinkle, sprinkle. How do you know if you're only being tolerated? If all your bills ain't paid? If you still got a car note? That's how you know. You still clocking in and you don't want to be clocking in? That's how you know. Okay? Because a man that really likes you a lot, he's going to want to make you happy. He's going to want to impress you. He's going to want to give you everything you need in order to appreciate him and not want to leave him. Okay? That's how you know. If you still doing the most, he doesn't like you times 10. Okay? You said you need to mature and only entertain the real targets. You're just scared. Well, you know what? Ain't nothing to it but to do it. Everyone was scared at first until they got the results that they were looking for. All right? I'd be more scared to deal with some dusty that has nothing to offer. Okay, you should be scared of some dust. Dust leads to more dust. Why? Because they ain't about nothing. And they're just going to drag you down with them. If you're dealing with somebody that can only lift you up, why are you scared? Oh, that don't make no sense. If you're dealing with somebody that can only lift you up, what you scared of? Success? Money? Freedom? Y'all will sit here and deal with a dusty unscared to fall down and have them drag you down with them. You ain't scared of that. Okay, what to tell men when engaged and he asked about meeting parents. Both my narc don't want to introduce, pay actor, or stay both. Just tell them they did. Sprinkle, sprinkle. If you ain't never gonna see them anyway, say they died. Sprinkle, sprinkle. And then if he find out the truth later, say, well, they're dead to me. That's it. All right, wonderful. If you already told them that they were alive, then tell them they don't live in the country. There you go. They moved. If you want to pay an actor, wonderful. But either way, that's like, people don't care. If you just tell them, look, that's not an option. They're gone. They don't live here. They're dead. Then, okay, they should be able to accept that. Mm-hmm. Okay. You could say they retired in another country. Yep. You are meeting him for the first time on the airport on our way to an expensive island. How to get him obsessed with me in those days we will stay there. Ma'am, this don't sound right, but if you've done your research and you checked them out, you feel safe. Your first time meet someone going away on an island, ma'am. I don't know. I'm not going to be the one to tell you to go because that don't sound right. But sprinkle, sprinkle. Best way to get him obsessed with you is share your location, bring a friend with you, have your own room. Some of y'all, no wonder these men out here lying to y'all. Y'all be believing everything. Okay, ma'am, there is no way in the world that I'm meeting somebody for the first time and going to some island with them. What is wrong with you? How many brain cells do you have? If you were my child, I would cuss you out and tell you you are stupid and I didn't raise you like that. You know better than that. Okay. Would you say yes to a proposal from provider if he's been separated for 3 years, but not finalized yet? His ex-wife is happy and supportive of engagement. What? How is a man proposing to you and he still ain't divorced? That don't make no sense. I mean, get the ring, of course. Get the jewelry. Free ring. Make sure the diamond is nice, okay? Because it may or may not happen. But just get the jewelry. I do suggest taking the ring. Make sure it's a good ring with real diamonds, not no lab grown. Get you a good diamond ring. And if he divorces, wonderful. If he don't, wonderful. You still got a nice rock out of it. All right, and get his credit card and start planning the wedding with his credit card. That's going to either force him to hurry up and divorce, or you're going to have some nice things on his credit card. Don't plan the venue yet. Just get some nice things. Get some nice lingerie for the honeymoon. Book the honeymoon. Like, do all the stuff except for get the venue with his credit card. Buy your girl some dresses. They could be bridesmaids dresses, just some cute dress. Girl, go shopping on that card. And he'll either hurry up and get done faster with the divorce, or you'll have lots of nice things and false hope. Okay? You said it sound like a setup. I know. Look, I'm not here to instruct you to be stupid. That's on y'all by yourself. Some women are just dumb. But if you think that's what paradise awaits you, ma'am, maybe it's gonna be in another paradise in the heavens. I don't suggest traveling with somebody you don't know to an island. If you want to be in the paradise in the sky, sprinkle, sprinkle. Okay. What did I eat today? A bran muffin and some coffee. That's all I ate today. I'm gonna go eat after this and take my kids to eat. I don't know where we're going yet. Y'all got some idea? They probably waiting on me. Spray this hair. Okay. It's kind of humid out there. Let's see if it get it to stay a little bit. Okay. A Dusty asks you for free gas. You put pepper spray in your pocket to interact with him. Yet there are women out here going to islands for the first time. Girl, yeah, you got to be safe in this world. Y'all got to do better. Come on. You said these women don't watch enough crime documentaries, and it shows. If you're going to meet someone for the first time, it doesn't need to be on going to a vacation island. It needs to be in a public place, and they need to come to you. Okay? And they need to pay up your bills for a long, long time. You need to know who they are, where they're from, their first and last name. You need to know what they do for a living, what companies they're connected to, how they earn their money. You need to know a lot of things about them. You need to let them pay off your car note. And if you ain't got no car, you need to let them buy you a car. You need to let them pay off your credit card bills if you have any. You need to let them pay up your mortgage or rent for about 6 months before you go anywhere with some dude. All right? Y'all are just DoorDash. You know what I'm saying? Y'all don't be DoorDash, baby. You might not come back if you do something stupid. Y'all need to get this money first. Men who invest in you take you seriously long term. If you're meeting somebody for the first time ever and you hopping on a plane to go somewhere with them on an island, you do that with everybody. Or you might as well, because that's what they're going to think of you. They think you're going to hop on a plane for the first time with anybody. and go anywhere with them. That's what they're going to think of you. And you're disposable at that point. You know why? Because you have no value in yourself. And you're so desperate to go somewhere, they're not going to respect you. You know? Why didn't you get nothing paid? Why you still, you know what I'm saying? Why hasn't he invested in you long term? That's my question. All right. Anybody can book a trip on some extra flyer miles on their credit card and go to an island. All right. I got enough points on my card right now to go anywhere in the world for free if I want to. That ain't nothing. Okay. All right. What do you think about provider having anger issues? Whilst I have temperament issues, we are a child together. Testosterone shots. Some men, I don't know how old he is. Some men lack testosterone, which makes them have mood swings. Or tell him to get on some medication to curb it. Because you tell him you ain't gonna say I ain't finna deal with this. Either you get on some medication to curb it, or you're gonna be paying child support. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Sometimes if you give them the ultimatum, they'll do what needs to be done. All right, because some of y'all are just putting up with it and tolerating it instead of taking step towards the solution of it. The solution is either he's going to get it together, take medication to curb that anger, or he's going to be paying child support and be even more angry. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Don't give them too many options. Because if you say, oh, we're going to go to therapy and anger management, that's going to take too much time. And they ain't going to do it because they're angry for a reason. Get them on some medication and they're going to be mellow. I missed your question. Sprinkle, sprinkle, sorry. I don't see it. Let me scroll up. Girl, how long ago was it? I don't see it. I don't see it. It doesn't show up. I'm going to try to go back, but I don't see it, ma'am. That's not in here for some reason. Might have got deleted or something by YouTube. I'm scrolling all the way back to the top, but I don't see it. Okay, sorry. Okay, somebody sent me a Cash App. Let me answer this. Thank you. Miss Mama Wolf says, is the casino a good spot? Okay, I answered this earlier. No, it's not. No casinos. Sprinkle, sprinkle. You said, why men only approach for S after they know you study from abroad? Because that's all they want from you. I don't know why y'all understand this. What else do they want you for? You don't even live where they live. 19, going on a date with a 25-year-old tomorrow. Advice. There's not much you can do with a 25-year-old. Y'all at the same age, except he can drink. Make sure you don't pay for anything. Make sure you don't go back to his place and roll around on no mattress. Make sure, you get whatever it is you want out of him. He's not probably rich enough to give you anything or pay any bills, but just have a good time. Don't pay no bills. Protect yourself. Hopefully his family got money. Don't roll around on a mattress. Young Young dating. I mean, what can I tell you? Sprinkle, sprinkle. That's not old enough to have any money. All right. But have fun on your date. Hopefully he takes you somewhere nicer than Applebee's. Okay. Divine asked what to tell them about parents. Okay, tell them they're dead. Or tell them that they live in another country and they don't speak no English. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Wonderful. Okay, tell them they're in a nursing home. I don't care. If they're never going to meet them, then who cares? Met a provider man and he always gives you money when I ask. He's attractive and he is in a wheelchair. How do I not become a caregiver? And tell him to hire a nurse. Sprinkle, sprinkle. A male nurse. Billionaire provider paid your bills 3 months in advance, but pulled back for 2 weeks now. I need him to buy me a car and invest long term. Wants me to chase him. Should I hold back? False pregnancy scare. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Have you slept with him? It's time for the false pregnancy scare. Wonderful. Let me know how it works out. All right. Do you think it's suspect for your boyfriend to have a gay male friend that blocked me on social media but text calls your boyfriend every day? I think you living in the world of the down low, and you might be his beard. Okay. I hope you ain't sleeping with him. Anyway. Someone says, did you really ask that? Girl, some people just don't know no better. You got to ask. You already know. He knows I've seen my period. Okay, you could still have a spot. It can be a false period. Or you can say, you know what? Tell him you lied. You were scared. Sprinkle, sprinkle. You know, I lied to you. I never got it. There you go. Tell him you lied. If you don't want to tell him you lied, then wait 2 weeks until he's ready to chase you again. Okay. Where's the other one? Why aren't you talking to another one that actually wants you or wants to chase you? You know you can have a roster, right? I hope you know you can have a roster. When one stop talking, the other one is right there for you. That's why I tell y'all to have a backup, have more than one. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Okay. I gotta go, y'all. Y'all ready? Okay. Figure out where y'all want to go eat. I'm gonna wrap this up. I gotta go, y'all. We're gonna go eat. Thank you for the continued encouragement to become your best self. Thank you, Siren Sin. Sprinkle, sprinkle. I appreciate that, ma'am. Sprinkle, sprinkle. All right. Well, thank y'all so much. I appreciate y'all, everybody who donated. Thank you so, so much. All my links are in the description bar. All my social medias are in the description bar. Y'all go ahead and follow. If y'all want to join my Patreon, that's in there too. And along with all the other things like my books, the beauty products that I use in this video, most of them are linked on my link right here. Y'all go ahead and check it out. And I'll see y'all soon. Bye.